Hello. So week 2 is done on my reverse, and good news, I can up my food again because I did lose a little bit of weight this week, but I'll talk you through it with the table. I also went away on the weekend, so I went to Rockhampton, which is usually my trigger for eating more. I'm really good when I'm at home and I have all my food and everything's there and sorted, and I have a little OCD, I guess, when I'm at home, and I can do that. But when I'm away, it's, whatever everyone else is eating, and there's not too much you can eat when you're out that you know what's in it, that it's healthy. So what I done was, at the start of the week, I ate pretty low, around 1,200, 1,300 calories, and then I jumped it up at the weekend and ate 1,900 on Saturday. So I ate cakes at the baby shower, quiche, sandwiches, scones, carrot cake, and then for dinner we went out to Burger Urge, so I had a burger and chips, and my weekly average stayed. So I weigh every day, and I'll show you that. And I have a set point, which is 56 kilos to try and stay at, and I'll talk you through the table. But all in all, good. This week I'm on period week. A little TMI, but I will be a little bit more bloated this week, so my measurements are already sitting a little bit high. But I had my lowest measurements ever on Friday morning, where I was 63. I was 65, 63, and 65, which I've never been 65 there. But yeah, I am a little bit bloated because it's period week, so I'm 68 here right now. But I still feel normal, but I'll talk to you on the table as well. This is my past week. So we're going to look at the table for week 2. I started weighing this week, so I weighed in my first weigh at 56.3, and still measuring. For some weird reason, I weighed the same 3 days in a row, which never happens. I was having around the same food. I was having smoothie for breakfast, pancakes, salad, and sometimes the dinner was different because I was eating salmon, and greens, and I was having turkey rissoles as well, I think. But on Thursday, I decided to have oats for breakfast, my protein oats, and then I lost weight. So oats for breakfast for me are always a weight loss thing. Oats really do something to my body. I'm not sure what it is. And then I had oats again, and the next day I went down to 55.6 kilos. And that was my lowest measurement ever. I've weighed less than that, but I've never measured around my stomach at 65 centimeters, which is a plus. And then, as you can see, the calorie for that day is 1,880. So that was my high day. I had a big, cakes and quiches, like I said. That was that day. My protein went up to 104. You can see my sodium went up. So the next morning when I weighed in, of course, because you've had carbs and you've had sodium and everything, I'm holding on to water, and I'm up to 56.2. But dragging it all the way down, I stayed an average of 56.1 kilos. So that is my average, which means, because my weight went down, and then as you can see, week 3, which is this morning, I weighed in at 56 on the dot, so my weight's already going back down, and I'm on my period, which I thought it would be way up, because the 11th to the 14th of every single month, my weight is always a kilo heavier, so we'll see in this week what my weight looks like on my period week. It's very different to normal. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I done an average of 1,400 per day last week. So this week I'm definitely, because I did lose weight, I'm going to put my weight up and try and get 1,450 or 1,500 a day this week. And then I'll jump in with you next week and see if I maintained, which I want to, or if I lost weight, which means I can just go higher.